Hey guys, my name is Belle and welcome to the video. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you so much to those who left comments on my first video, the Booktube newbie tag. Thank you guys so much. You were so welcoming and lovely, and this is why I love this Booktube community so much. It's just so positive and welcoming, and hopefully it stays that way. But yes, thank you guys so much for all the love that you left me. I am so appreciative, so thank you so much. Welcome to my second video. This is going to be my May TBR, what I'm planning to read in the month of May, and I'm really excited to delve in. It's quite ambitious, but we'll see how we go. Firstly, I'd like to follow along with the Top Shelf Society book club. I was introduced to them by Kristen over at Perks of a Bookflower. I'll leave her link somewhere down below or on the video. She is one of the co-hosts, and their pick for the month of May is Emma by Jane Austen. I'm really excited to read this. I watched the movie when it came out a couple of months ago, and I loved it. I just wish that I'd read this first. But either way, I'm going to love this. It's a Jane Austen comedy about a girl named Emma who is a matchmaker. She loves love and everything about love. She finds matches for her friends and whatnot, and she is successful except in her own love life. So we're going to follow along with her and her quest to find love and all the drama that ensues from it. So I'm very excited to actually read this. Yeah, and I love this cover. It's so beautiful. I love these covers. I try and collect them of classics that I love or classics that just look really pretty. So yeah, very excited to get to this one. The next book on my TBR is The Switch by Beth O'Leary. I read her first novel, I believe it was, The Flat Share, and I loved it. It was one of my favourite books of 2019. And I'm really excited to read this. She's going to be one of my favourite authors, I can just tell. So this is an adult romance, I believe, about a girl named Lena who bombs a presentation at work and needs to escape. So she runs to her grandmother Eileen's house. Eileen is newly single and looking for love, and they decide to switch lives. I believe they switch houses, everything. So I'm very excited to see what ensues from that, and yeah, we'll see how we go. And how cute is this cover? I love the little monstera leaf on the front, my favourite plant. So yeah, I'm very excited to get to this one. The next book that I'm hoping to get to is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. It is an adult drama, or just adult fiction, I believe. It's not one that I'd usually read, but it came up on my Goodreads recommended reads, and I'm really excited for it. Once I read the description, it's about a girl named Vanessa who, when she's 15, is in a relationship with her English teacher, and now 17 years later, she finds out that he has been accused of sexual abuse by another student, and she has to testify against him, I believe. So she's slowly rethinking her past, rethinking this relationship that she thought was love and consensual, but turns out it wasn't so much. This is something I don't usually read. It sounds quite intense and dark. Yeah, I'm usually all about light and fluffy in terms of like romance and whatnot, but yeah, we'll see how I go with this one. I'm really excited. I love the cover and yeah, we'll see what happens. The next book is one that I'm ashamed not to have read yet, and that is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I love the Cassandra Clare novels. I love the Shadowhunter novels. I have had this book since it came out years ago. You can tell because of the aging of the pages. It's all brown. I didn't get to this one, not only because I was intimidated by its size, but I was just Jason Clary trash. I loved them. I loved the Mortal Instruments so much. And the Lightwoods and Simon, I just didn't want to say goodbye to those characters and read about new characters that I hadn't known yet. So I just never got to it. But I have all the books. I even bought Chain of Gold, which is her other book in her other series, and I want to read that, so I'm going to read these ones first. I'm going to read this month, and I'm going to love it. I know it, so yeah, very excited as well to get to this one. The next book on my TBR is Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. I have never read anything by Renee Ahdieh. The Wrath of the Dawn is one of her other novels that people loved. It wasn't my thing. I never read it. It didn't really appeal to me, but this one just gives me such Twilight Gothic vibes, and I'm so excited for it because Stephenie Meyer is announcing something in the next couple of days, and I hope it's Twilight related, so I want to read this to get me in the mood. I don't know much about it. All I know is that it's about vampires and it's set in New Orleans, and there's some kind of serial killer who might be a vampire, probably is a vampire. That's all I know to get me hooked. I'm so excited to read this and find out more about what it's about. So yeah, again, so excited for all these books. I'm excited for May. So yeah, the next book I'm hoping to read this month is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I'm going to be reading this on Audible, or listening to it on Audible this month, and I'm excited to read this one. It's a adult romance, it's a hate to love romance, and I love hate to love. It's one of my favorite things to read about, and yeah, I'm really excited to read this. It's about a girl named Olive, and at her twin sister's wedding, everyone but her and her rival Ethan gets food poisoning, so those two take Olive's sister and her husband's place on their honeymoon, and I'm guessing that they come closer together on this and fall in love and all that jazz, but I'm so excited to see the progression. So we'll see what happens. I'm really loving this already. I've started listening to it, and yeah, highly recommend from the first 2 chapters. So yeah. The final book that I'm hoping to read this month is the name of the book, Bookclubs Pick of the Month, which is The Invisible Library by Genevieve Cogman. I'm really excited to read this. I don't know much about it. All I know is that it's about a girl named Irene who is a spy for a mysterious library. I'm guessing it has some fantastical elements to it, and she is sent to London to retrieve a very dangerous book from there, but when she gets there it's already been stolen. So I'm guessing that we follow her along on her quest or journey to find this book. I'm very intrigued by it, and I'm very keen to read this one. I will leave a link to their Instagram and Twitter, which is where they'll announce their live show meeting later in May. So if you guys want to check it out, go for it. So these are the books that I'm hoping to get to in May. Very ambitious, as I said, but we'll see how I go. I'm really keen to read these ones. They've been on my list forever, so we'll see how we go. If you guys want to follow me on Goodreads, I'll be rating and reviewing them on there also, and also on my Instagram, which I'll leave linked down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe if you want. Leave a comment if you've read any of these books and loved them or hated them. Let me know what you're reading in May, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.